Yo, hey, we're over here now. What's up, guys? Oh man, it's late. It's
a late day.
It's a late one, but holy crap, do we have to read a lot of comics? So,
Yes.
we should do another one of these where we just talk about Terrificon.
Yes.
And all the stuff that's going on.
Yes.
But you're not here for all that craziness. You're here to hear about the Skippets and Mehs.
The new stuff.
For the new stuff. So before we even get to the new stuff, we just revealed this.
Ooh.
Yes, this is Carla Cohen's Batman 89. This is going to be the convention exclusive. Oh yeah, we have a new little setup here. We have a professional here that's been finagling and palabeling and balubling all the audio and video stuff all day because we just read comics.
Yes.
Yeah, most times I think the microphone we're using is like on my foot or something or whatever. But
and with both of us the last 2 days, we've had a combined 8 hours of sleep, and we don't have the patience right now to do this.
Yeah. So anyway, this is the convention exclusive for MegaCon. MegaCon is still on. We just got an email from MegaCon. It's still a go. Mask are mandatory. That's okay.
Yes.
The Florida governor down there, he's determined to keep it open. I'm not complaining about it. Hey, I'm down. So anyway, this is the Carla Cohen Batman 89 exclusive. This is cover A, limited to 3,000. Cover B is the minimal trade dress. It's limited to only 999 with an individually numbered COA with each one.
Wow.
Yes, 999. So, if you're not signed up for our emails, comicsleakcomics.com, search Comicsly on the Play Store or the Apple, whatever store Apple has, because I don't like Apple stuff, but whatever. Some people do. That's fine. And just search for Comics Elite and download our app and then turn on push notifications so you get the push notifications. There's a sale Thursday. This Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, there's 100 copies being released of this. So don't be too slow. Get in there and get it. Okay, so let's start talking about comics.
Yes.
More comics. You ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, so Mehs. These are the ones that just... It was a lot of competition this week for me.
Yes, it was. There was for me as well. I concur.
Lots of competition this week for me. So some of the Mehs, they just like usual... They probably could have been in the top 10.
So. Yeah, absolutely. I had several, starting off, it's just the more I read, they just got bumped down.
Yeah, I was like, well, that's really good. That's a top 10. And it's like, this one's better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's why we keep our top 10 super strict. So, okay, you drive the boat, man. If I have it, I'll jump in there.
There we go. All right, start with the Mehs. First up, first Meh for me, I'm coming out swinging. Suicide Squad. Oh, well, get Joker.
That's definitely not my Mehs. I know you don't even probably read this, so I'll put
nope, that's all you.
Forlome and Zuckus. In my meh. Okay. I'll start. So, this is legitimately it's so hard for me to, I feel like I've already invested my heart and soul. I've talked about this many times. I've already read the expanded universe. I've already read all the Dell books. I've read all the stuff. I've already invested my heart and soul into this. And they're rewriting everything.
Yes, they are.
And Zuckus and Forlome, I could not care about this book. I've loved the characters for my whole life.
I'm willing to make a wager. If they had centered this around, if they had brought back Dash Rendar and made him like the center of this, it would have been huge. I guarantee it.
Yeah,
would have gotten long-time fans like me more invested in it.
Yeah, it's hard for me to get into this bounty hunters thing. The main story is good. I like the main story. It's all these tie-ins are just kind of, they're totally missing the mark for me.
Yes, it's like, what is the purpose of this tie-in?
If you're enjoying it, get it, but I don't know. It feels like a love story, too, between Zuckus and Forlome, which is creepy. Creepy. Alien insect thing and C-3PO with a weird head. Okay. Anyway,
I'm sure there's a certain demographic that appreciates that.
Weird alien bug demographic. Okay, go for it with your.
Okay, this was a good read. It did have a couple things that I had an issue with, but I'll say this: the opening of this comic is exactly what I have wanted and have been praising from the mountains for the last year or so for Jason Todd. I wanted this son of a bitch in prison, and he is in prison for his murders.
Yeah.
Yes, Brian Azzarello. Thank you, sir. You are a genius. Yeah. That's what should be done. And there's a lot of fun going on with him in prison, like involving the Penguin, which is pretty cool. It's like because Penguin isn't locked away in Arkham Asylum because he's a criminal. He was born this way, and he's not really a meta criminal. He's a crime boss. But the two things about this that really irked me were Russians? Really? It's kind of low stakes with the Russians. I'm like,
Yeah.
It's like with all the whole DC universe.
That didn't bug me.
It just like it lowered the stakes for me. I'm like, Russians? Really? Of all the villains you could have chosen, you chose Russians?
Russians are evil. Don't you know that?
Allegedly, apparently.
I guess.
And so the other big thing I have is with the character Wild Dog. So what they say he did, he would never do, and is what the creator of Wild Dog said on social media. He blasted Brian Azzarello and DC for not telling him about that.
I missed all that. I didn't miss
Okay,
that.
yeah, he talks about he took a dump on
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. No, but I missed all the Azzarello Twitter internet drama.
Yeah, the creator of Wild Dog, he called him out because he was like, this is complete bullshit. This would never happen. And
So this made it into my top 10 because
Okay.
I think there's a lot of first appearances in it. There's so many characters in there. I'm like, I don't know.
I know a lot of them are obscure from the 8. I know a lot of them.
So again, I don't know the DC stuff, and it's 10 o'clock. I didn't have time to research all of them. It just really felt like there's got to be one of these. Has got to be some new thing.
Yeah, I think one or two of them, like Pebbles. I think
And
he was
yeah,
one.
yeah,
I think he's new.
And I really like the story. Anyway, well, I'll get to my thoughts on it later. But yeah, I'm not mad at you for having it in your miss.
Yeah, but on the whole, it's a good story. Like I said, the setup at the beginning of this, I was like, yes, this is what I have wanted. This son of a bitch in prison.
It's a Black Label book.
Yeah.
It's
And what they're alluding to with Toy Man is pretty creepy. It's like, okay.
It's told the way, like, I wish the entire DC universe was just like this. It felt so much more. It was almost, to me, it was a breath of fresh air because it's so dark and gritty and realistic and violent. If these characters were true to who they would be, it would be this violent. Like, when they encounter Joker, and then when they do, they think they encounter Joker. That's a very violent scene.
Yes, it is.
And then when the Joker does show up, that's ultra violent too.
All I'm going to say is Clockwork Orange. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah,
Clockwork Orange.
I loved it just because it felt like a huge. Again, I'll kind of say my thoughts.
Felt like there were stakes. There are actually stakes in this.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Okay, what's your next?
Meh. I've got the Me You Love in the Dark.
That is a man for me also. Go for it. You start.
Once again, it's not bad. All I'm going to say for a long-time reader like me is it's kind of a cliche ghost story. It's like, I can understand if you're not as well read as I am or others in like supernatural horror, romantic horror. It's like, this may seem like mind-blowing and new, but I'm like, this is nothing new for me. It's okay.
It just seems very run-of-the-mill.
Yes,
like
exactly. Yes.
It's just super run-of-the-mill. Nothing terrifying.
No.
The ghost seems to be friendly.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe that's the twist. It's Casper. That's the twist.
Don't know. It was just very meh for me. Very meh for me. Yes. I just didn't. Yeah.
I could see how a young girl like between 16 to 20 may like this. Yeah.
Very meh for me.
Yes.
I'm not looking forward to I'm not looking forward to the next one. The first one was okay, but it's not like top of my read list for next week or anything.
Absolutely not.
Okay, next one.
Next one I got is Batman 111.
We're kind of maying it up here together.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
I'll let you
go. I'll start this one.
Yeah, you start this one.
I mean, like, it's truly is a meh. It's like, it's not bad, but it's not great. I feel like it's kind of like a pause. Where's my phone at?
Yep.
Turn my dinger off. I'm turning my dinger off. Don't watch me.
There's some decent fights, or not a lot of fights. It's like a lot like the last time when he fought the Peacekeeper. It's just like little flashes of it.
Yeah.
There's no real true fights.
I'm just gonna go ahead and just call it, man. I don't like the way they're going with Batman right now.
Bam! He said it.
I just don't like it.
Yes.
Like, I don't like it because Batman is the world's greatest detective.
Yes.
And he should be able to outsmart, outwit, outfight all these people. He's relying on Ghostmaker and Harley Quinn.
And now Miracle Molly.
Yeah,
He's playing second fiddle to these characters in his own title.
He's a sub-character.
Yes.
This I do like the direction I can see Fear State setting up. I love Scarecrow. my favorite character in this whole issue was Scarecrow.
Yes, absolutely. He is
Hands
terrifying.
down.
He is terrifying.
Yes, Scarecrow makes this.
Yes.
He's carrying this title, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
At the very beginning and the very end, it's like,
Yeah, the
yes.
two people I like. I like Peacemaker, one, and I like Scarecrow. They're more interesting to me than Batman. I don't know. I said it.
Yeah, no, I
said
completely
it.
agree. I've been saying this. I said it online with other YouTubers. I'm like, it's just Detective is the better
Yeah.
title.
Oh yeah, by far.
Yeah.
by far. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Tynion. I'm a huge fan of Tynion, but he's just. I want to read. I don't want a traditional Batman story where Batman saves the day or he gets the crap beat out of him till the very brink of death and then he miraculously comes back. But I do want the story to be about Batman.
Yes.
Something, and we already know what happens. That's another part of this whole thing is we already know that Bruce Wayne gets defeated and he has a mini comeback in Future State, but the way he's kind of falling from grace, it's not exciting.
Well, and on top of that, Future State was like 5 years in the future. They're all bringing this on now. It seems like they're really rushing to get there.
So we'll give you guys a little preview here. We both have already read this,
yes, we did.
and it's 100 times better than the current Batman story right now. I'm just
I
saying.
completely agree. I completely agree. Yes, I completely
So
agree.
yeah, it's totally a meh. It's not a skip it yet, but it's getting close for me.
Yes.
It's getting close. Okay, next one. What do you got?
Pat. Oh, we're gonna.
Oh, we can't do that one yet.
We can't. Nope. Can't. No talk. I did not say that. Joker or Puzzle Box?
Damn it! I forgot to read Puzzle Box. Will you talk about it?
Okay, so this was a double-sized issue, $4.99, and this was, I mean, honestly, too long. This was way too long.
Oh, really?
Yes, it felt like it was very padded. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love seeing Joker having fun with Commissioner Gordon in an interrogation room, and there's some funny scenes of Joker recalling events in his own way, like putting
The Joker twist on.
Joker twist on like this BS dialogue in Batman's mouth and everything. What he's saying, which is pretty funny, but like. It's too long. The thing is, it's like this could have been 22 pages. Should have been 22 pages, not 40 some odd
Kim, I
pages.
forgot to read it.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's good, but it's just too long.
We have a great Ryan Brown exclusive out for it this week.
Yes,
also.
we do.
It's no longer available though. The remaining copies are going to be convention exclusive. Ooh. So I'm going to go ahead and go with War of the Bounty Hunters.
Twofer this week.
Again, they're all just meh. Like now, I'm sorry. This is not War of the Bounty Hunters. This is Bounty Hunters number 15.
But it's a tie-in. War of the Bounty
And I'll tell you
Hunters.
something. Talk about a waste of David Nakayama's talent. They're doing these wanted poster. Have you seen that?
Ooh, did not see that.
Well, they have these wanted poster. It's like a series now. It's like a cover thing gimmick. All the Star Wars titles have it. Boy, that captures some glare all of a sudden. But anyway, gosh, it's just a huge waste of talent for David Nakayama, number one. And they're super boring. And the title's boring. And I just don't care about it. The main protagonist is named Deathstick. Really? I just don't know what audience this is written for. The whole time I'm reading this, I feel like I would enjoy this much more if I was a 15-year-old boy. Geeked out on Star Wars. I would love it because if I was reading these Star Wars stories through the lens of a 15-year-old boy, the eyes of a 15-year-old kid that loves Star Wars,
and who has not been exposed to the expanded
all
universe.
the rest of the everything, all of the Star Warses.
Yeah.
Marvel Comics, the people reading these are guys like the people buying them are guys like me. And this guy.
Sometimes.
They're the 30, 40 something year old dudes and girls and stuff that grew up with this and were fans. Yeah. Stop writing down to us. Like, I don't know. I want to go into those Marvel editors those meetings they have and just kind of like smack around with it and be like, make a story for us, for the fans. Grow the new fans somewhere else. Don't do it in your main titles.
Do that in the IDW stuff for the kids.
It's still a meh. It's not a skip it. It's still a meh. But they're all getting very close to being skip its. Okay, go ahead. What's your other one?
I got Geiger number 5.
You know what? I have that in here also.
Fantastic. So I'm reading this. Like I said, it's not bad. But the whole time I'm reading this, I'm like, I already knew how everything was going to play out. I knew the whole thing, beginning to end, what was going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just this was an incredibly predictable issue. And that was it for me. I'm like, if you're not well versed in comics and set up, with who the quote unquote good guys are supposed to be, then maybe it come across as a shock to you. But for me, it was 100% predictable. It's blah.
You know, maybe it was. I didn't. I loved it. I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
It couldn't. This easily could have been a number 11.
Okay.
I love the series. I love the art. I love the way he's telling the story. I really liked it. We get to see a little bit of. They keep sprinkling in these other little parts of this universe that they're building.
Yes, they do.
I'm hungry for more of it. Like, I want more of this insane
Mad
Las
Max
Vegas.
world.
Yeah, I want to know more of the backstory of some of these characters and see how things happened. And there's only one more issue, I guess, until
it's the end of the volume.
End of the volume, the first story arc. But I'm loving it. I really like it. I think it's fantastic. And kudos to Image for the paper quality of this. The cardstock is fantastic. Yes. This is a quality comic book. It's a quality comic book. These aren't the crappy paper Marvel uses. No. And they're for $4. They're proving you can produce a quality comic on good cardstock, on good paper, for $4 with plenty of meat on the bone, without having to skimp out.
Another title is Spawn, $2.99. High quality paper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. What's your next one?
I've got 3 left.
I have a few left.
I got Skybound X.
So do I.
So, and maybe it's just me, but after I read the Rick Grimes 2000 story, I'm like, I kind of wish The Walking Dead ended this way.
Everything.
I loved it.
Me too. I'm telling you, this, to me, this cover price of $4.99 is worth the entire cover price just for that very short Rick Grimes story.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Me too.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
How it is, I'm like, I want more of this universe.
Yes, I want more of it. Just keep making this crazy, insane, over-the-top, ridiculous universe of aliens with all the villains super hyped up and the dead people all back. And it's so freaking good. The art is amazing. It's like, yes. Again, I feel like I'm reading like a cross between The Walking Dead and Invincible. Like, it's such a breath of fresh air. And honestly,
it's just fun. It's fun.
And it's almost not fair to the rest of the book, because I could give a crap less about the rest of the stories in the book. I keep thumbing through them. Now, supposedly this is a key. There's a new something introduced in here. I didn't even catch on it, but people are telling me it's a key because there's new Kirkham property in there. Okay, that's fine. Get it for the story. And of course there's some key value to it, so go ahead and pick it up for the key value also. But I just love the story, and it's just it can't make my top 10 because there's so much great stuff in the top 10, but it's still a solid pickup. If you got the extra $5, go back or even just wait for the trade if they consolidate the story into one. You won't be disappointed. The Rick Grimes story is so good.
It's just fun. It is straight up
super fun. It's escapism at its best.
Yes, exactly. Bullseye. Escapism.
Yep, at its best. Okay. All right, next. You got, how many more you got?
2.
Okay, I have a few more. Go ahead.
I got X-Men number 2.
I can't believe this. What's going on this week? What's going on this week with us? It's because we spent all weekend together at Terrificon.
Yeah, I know,
we
right?
Vulcan mind melded together or some weird crap, right? Okay, so I liked it.
Yep,
I enjoyed it. We need a good bad guy in the series.
Bullseye. Yes.
We need a bad guy in the series. Right now, the bad guy is a space casino.
Yes.
There's a space casino. They're all taking bets who can destroy Earth. Okay.
Yeah, I read this. I'm like, am I really reading this right? These are the petty bad guys right now?
Yeah. And they have, I guess, Annihilation Wave and Sunfire saves the day. Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
I'm not ruining anything for you.
That's one of the issues I took with this, is that they've kind of really have written Sunfire out of character, because he's always been historically a standoffish asshole.
Cocky.
Yes, exactly.
You're lucky I'm here.
And he is
your country.
Yeah, he is a complete 180 in this.
Well, Krakoa's done that to a lot of.
I think they're getting to that. I think.
I think so.
It's messing with their heads.
About to be shooken up.
Yes.
Shaken up. Shooked it up. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. I liked it. I want more. It got bumped out of my top 10. Clearly, yours did too.
Yeah.
Because there's some great stuff in the top 10.
For me, like the very end with that doctor researching Cyclops had died, researching the resurrection. I'm like, I want more of this right here.
From the House and Powers series when they go on the suicide mission to that was a brilliant issue, by the way. When they all go and they all die, the X-Men die, and they know they're going to die.
Yeah.
And then that's when we learn about the resurrection protocols, and it's just like you're reading this issue, like, is this really happening? But anyway, yeah, it's great, but we need a good bad guy.
Exactly. It should have been the Brood. It should have been like the Brood. You know, if you're going to bring in an alien race to invade Earth, bring in the flipping Brood or the alien property. Bring in the aliens. Xenomorph.
Yeah, something. Yeah, they just need more bad guys. More bad guys.
My last one is Hellions, number 14.
Oh, you shut your dirty mouth.
It wasn't
Oh, yeah? Watch this. I'm going to put Sinister War up here.
You dirty.
Yep.
Whore. You whore.
Well, I'll start. This was boring.
What?
Yes. The first Sinister War was started off super good, and then it's just this. It's like this was a longer issue number 1.
Yeah, we're bringing in more villains. It's like we're seeing how outnumbered Spider-Man is, and we're seeing
and another team, another team.
We're seeing how they got sucked in.
Team.
Yeah, it's like
I wanted more. It got bumped out of my top 10. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm not saying it was bad. It's probably would have been number 13 if I had to rank them this week. It's probably number 13. I wanted more from it. Now we're getting the super B-list guys showing up.
They're bringing in all the pretty much every villain that Spider-Man has had. They're coming in to take him out, and you can tell it's like the Gauntlet 2.0, and he's not going to make it.
Yeah. But of course Marvel is teasing Spider-Man number, what is it, 785 or something, and he's swinging through the air with Mary Jane in her wedding dress. And it's like, where's the element of danger when you know in issue that he's going to be just fine in issue 875?
And the retailer's got to sell that book.
I don't know, man. Anyway, so that's for Sinister War for me. It didn't. I wanted more. I'm really holding on for the next issue. Let's go. I want to see Spider-Man starting to get the crap beat out of him. You know, I kind of feel like we're like the Nightfall type of thing where it's just villain after villain after villain after villain, but this is team after team after team after team. It's like, okay, got it.
At least with Nightfall, like we knew, like we saw the phase, like we saw to its completion. What was but like with this, it's like, come on.
Let's get cracking. That's why it got bumped out of my top 10. Go with Hellions.
You know, it was not bad. I mean, it's just we see effectively the main bad guy. I had to write down the guy's name. I forget what it is.
Yeah, I forgot to. But he's super bad.
Tarn.
Yes.
Gets his revenge. Tarn is so torn, and he gets his revenge on the Hellions, and he pretty much it mentally lets the Hellions know what Sinister did and when. And,
this is a long burn for this conclusion.
Yeah.
So it's in my top 10. Yeah. I loved it.
The first half, I mean, what made it kind of bumped it out was that the first half of it, I'm just like, with him and Storm at the table, I'm just like, okay, let's get to it. Okay,
Rocco,
yeah. So it wasn't as dazzling in the first half of the comic as I was hoping for.
Yeah. To really, if you pick this up and read it by itself, you're going to be super confused.
Yes, absolutely.
You'll be lost.
Absolutely.
I'm just fair warning, you're going to be lost. I enjoyed the dialogue. I thought it was written fantastically with the way they communicate, the bad guys communicate to each other, and how extremely arrogant they are. I loved that part of it. I love the Mr. Sinister. We finally get to see Sinister in true Sinister form. Like, seems to be the only one of the X-Men who hasn't completely changed. Well, the villain anyway, has completely changed their colors to something different.
Yeah.
But anyway, next one. Are you done?
I am done with my mez.
Here's my mez. Savage Avengers. Meh. Like, I just didn't. It was super boring. Doctor Strange is doing a lot of stuff. He meets this big ancient eyeball villain guy. Samada Gamora.
I think that's a Conan villain.
It probably is a Conan villain, but he meets him, and he literally puts him in the microwave. But it's like a thing to unlock another thing. It was kind of cool they did that. But it's totally a meh. Like, just say it's almost was a skip it, but the scenes with the monster were pretty cool. Anyway, if you want to give it a shot, give it a shot. If you're enjoying Savage Avengers, that's fine. Okay. It's basically a Doctor Strange issue, and Conan shows up for a minute. That's kind of it.
Sounds very savage. Yeah.
This almost made my top 10. Golem Walks Among Us.
See, with the Mike Mignola properties, I kind of back off. I'm like, he has this huge universe, and I'm a stranger walking into a. I don't.
So it was a number one. I took a shot, and I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I did enjoy it. I'm looking forward to the second one. It just wasn't a strong enough impact to make it into the top 10. Mm-hmm. It's an interesting world we're brought into. Big fights going on, cults, witches. Mm-hmm. They're trying to get a baby to sacrifice it. This golem shows up and he's put in a very precarious situation. It's very much a cliffhanger episode, like the old school Batman,
the
old school Batman. Yeah, like this. Yeah, like
will the dynamic duo make it out alive?
The Saw is coming. Tune in next week to see how they get out of it. You know, it's totally one of those kind of endings.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one. It was pretty good.
I might check that out.
But it's a meh. It wasn't strong enough. And then this is my number 11. The Suicide Squad number 6. It just got bumped out of my top 10. I liked it. I just didn't have room in my top 10.
Wow.
I love this issue. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I loved it. You guys need to get it. If I've said all along, I will keep saying this. If you're not reading Crime Syndicate and Suicide Squad, if you're not reading it, you've been missing out on one of the best. This is more enjoyable than Batman right now.
Yes.
It's more enjoyable than Flash, Wonder Woman. It's one of my top DC titles every single week. I run to the table to grab it. Yes. It's so good. I love it. So you got to be reading Suicide Squad. It just got bumped out of my top 10, guys. That's it. Okay. Now I'm warmed up. You ready?
Yes. I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. I had 3 skip-its, so I went a little easy.
That's a skip
today. I got 3.
Well, I just did not go easy on anything. So go ahead. All right. I got a bunch of stuff you probably didn't even read.
Probably, yeah. Or it could be in my top 10.
How many skip-its you got?
I got 3.
Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Woo! All right. That's a Ric Flair. Woo! I've got my first one is Lucky Devil.
Shut your mouth. Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Why did you not like this amazing comic?
So I'm reading this the whole time. This whole setup. The whole time I'm thinking.
I am stunned.
Once again, I'm a well-read comic book reader, and I'm reading this, and I'm like, this is Wanted, but with a demon. This whole setup. The guy who has the shit job, boss picking on him, the wife is cheating on him.
A down the luck guy,
yeah. All these different factors are straight up from Wanted, lifted from Wanted. And go back and read it. Go back and read that.
I love Wanted.
So I'm just reading, I'm like, this is like Wanted, but with a demon. And I just like, it took me out of it. I'm like, this is just, it felt lazy. It felt lazy.
So, God, again, I got to take you to task on this one because I thought there are similarities to the guy because the guy's very, I don't want to say
feeble,
simpish. Yeah, he's very kind of
you can say
he gets ran over by everybody in his life.
Very soy based.
Yeah, he's not an alpha in any sense of the word. But so any story that starts with a guy that's down on his luck like that is Wanted. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like that was a similarity, but the twist it takes where he gets. This is in my top 10. We're on totally opposite ends of the spectrum on this one.
Yes.
I love this issue. Oh my God, I cannot wait for the next. I think it's Cullen Bunn, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
You know what's so funny that you mentioned a Mark Millar book, Wanted, because as I'm reading it, I was thinking like I feel like Cullen Bunn's turning into like the Mark Millar of like recently. It's so funny that you mentioned Wanted.
I would say like the Mark Millar of like paranormal.
Paranormal demony evil stuff. Yeah.
It's so funny because like, this is the first one of his where I'm just like, I don't care. Every other one he's done, I've had in my top 10. Like Shadow Man is arguably his best stuff right now. I love Shadow Man. Okay. But this one is just like, it felt a little.
I loved it. Okay. So, I'm going to just pick Sensational Wonder Woman. This book is in my skip. It's every single week. If you're not going to take your own comic seriously, I'm not going to take it seriously. When Wonder Woman is okay, so she's fighting a bunch. This is super girl power book, by the way.
Queen Slay.
She's fighting. Now, I had to look this character up to see if this was a legitimate character. The Blue Snowman. Is a legitimate character. And I had to look it up because I was like, this is like a female rogues gallery, like Titana and some other girls are in there she's fighting. But then there's the Blue Snowman with corncob pipe and everything. It's like a metal suit.
Kidding me?
I swear to God. As soon as I almost threw the book up, I was like, are you kidding me? You expect me to believe there's a real... If I was a good guy, superhero, in the middle of a fight, I saw someone dressed as the Blue Snowman, and the Blue Snowman has snowman powers. She's shooting these blue snowman freeze rays out of its hands with a corncob pipe hanging out. I was like, are you kidding me? Just because a character existed in the 40s doesn't mean you have to use it.
And look, if you're the editor of this book and you get this as a villain, I'm like, how can go back to the writer and be like, how should a reader take this villain seriously?
But it's a girl in the blue snowman suit. It's a girl disguised as the Blue Snowman. And I'm honestly shocked. This book was so bad. I'm shocked they didn't change the name to the Blue Snow Woman.
Ooh,
I'm shocked they didn't put some weird. This book is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. The best thing about this book is this cover.
Wow.
Because I'm pretty sure it's a Count Nagoo cover. It's terrible.
Well,
you want to read a piece of crap for laugh value? You want to crack up laughing at a book that's supposed to be serious? This is the book for you.
And if you need to use the bathroom and take a shit, there you go. You got some toilet paper right there.
It's terrible. Okay, next skip it.
For me, my next one
Don't pick another good book.
we're gonna. I have a feeling one of them we could end up. Yeah, there could be one. But what am I gonna do next? Okay, Ghost Rider.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh fuck this book.
So we want to talk about the conversation we had. So it's like I said, oh, I forgot to grab this one.
He goes, oh, there's 2 books I forgot to read.
Yeah.
And I was like, which books are they? And you said
Ghost Rider and
Lucky Double.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm glad you're reading those. I was like, well, one of them anyway. And the whole time he's in this other room over here going, just freaking out, having like a conniption, like, what? And I'm like, what are you reading? He's like, I don't want to tell you, but what? This book is awful.
It is completely awful. 100% awful.
Johnny Blaze is so written out of character.
Absolutely.
It's ridiculous. It's super wordy.
It is too wordy. It is way too wordy.
I mean,
too wordy.
Now, I almost feel like an idiot. I feel like I explain myself. Like, it's almost like saying, this book has too many words in it, man. Like, it's not a case of it.
When literally, there are pages. I'll do it right now. I'll show it right now.
It's drug out.
Yes.
It's long. You start to just lose interest.
$5 for this. $5. There are pages where it's just covered in dialogue.
The art's lacking in it, like a lot.
Look at this is one page right here. Like, just look at that, like, a dialogue right there. It's just, that is too much dialogue. For example, multiple pages of this with this type of dialogue.
Remember when you read like a Silver Age book or something, and it had like, you're like reading a novel?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm okay with that. I'm not complaining about words in the comic, right? We're not idiots. Not too much of an idiot anyway. But
this it's a Ghost Rider comic. I expect fun, craziness, demons. Like, because we were spoiled with that. It was many months ago. I talked to Howard Mackey about it. That Vengeance one shot he did, and I loved it. And it did not have this abundance of dialogue in it.
It's just terrible. The art's lacking.
One thing I noticed, it was written by someone who is not a comic book writer. The person's name Taboo. I don't know who Taboo is.
I don't know who it is either.
They're not a comic book writer.
Yeah, but the story's all about this. Oh, that's another part is.
Yeah. I brought that up to you. I asked you.
Like, how many sorcerers? You're a sorcerer supreme, and you're a sorcerer supreme, and you're a sorcerer supreme. Everyone's a sorcerer supreme.
Marvel's like Oprah up in here giving it out. It's like,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Guys, just don't waste your time. For real, nothing happens in it.
No.
It's stupid. Johnny Blaze whines about, I just wanted to be home and have barbecues. Like, you were just the king of hell.
Yes.
And you're whining about how you never. Oh, man.
No, it's terrible.
Okay, next. What's your next one?
Oh, my last one. Here we go. I gotta bring my A game. I have a feeling you're gonna recommend this.
Just show it.
Boom.
Where did I put that one at? Hold on. That's not my top.
Is it?
No. It better not be. Oh, it is. But I gotta tell you why later. Okay. So I'm gonna pick Silk.
Okay.
I'll start.
It's been your
super
favorite
easy.
series the whole time.
God, it's terrible again. I don't care. She's fighting a cat goddess and some other unbelievable crap. She's a one-dimensional character. I could care less about her. I hate this title. I hate this title. The best thing about this title are the covers. I just hate it. If you like Silk, buy it. Don't even bother reading it. You're not missing anything. Go ahead.
So Guardians of the Galaxy Anal #1. I hated this comic with every fiber of my being. I hated.
Why did you hate it so bad?
So I know Al Ewing is attempting to be cute and funny by knocking He-Man in the homosexual undertones. But look,
He does a great job.
look. This has been a recurring joke for the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years. You know, and it feels like he's trying to play off as something new, and it's like, Al, this is a 20, 30-year-old joke now that you're doing.
But it's not just the He-Man joke. There's so many. He creates this entire universe just making fun of.
It's the comic is one long punchline. It's like watching What We Do in the Dark. It's one long punchline.
I love this.
It's like, do you get it? He's gay. They're gay. Do you get it?
I didn't get that he was trying to say that they're gay. It's just they're just so clueless. Oh my God! I'll say my thoughts on it later. I disagree on this one again. I love this title. I thought it was Al Ewing's written so much dark Hulk.
He has
twisted.
I will say this: Al Ewing doesn't make it in my top 10 later. But
twisted stuff. This was a breath of fresh air for me from him, showing the other side of his writing. I loved it. Absolutely.
I will say if there had not been jokes about He-Man and Skeletor and the homosexual undertones for the last 30 years, I would say yes, this is hysterical.
But that's like one. That's like one part of it.
It's the whole thing.
The whole thing. Yeah, but the story is about the other dude, the dude that he's the Infinity Stone, the Power Stone.
Another thing. Hercules does not drink smoothies. No, never, ever.
Okay, I agree with that. No, I don't know what happened to Hercules.
Clearly, he got some soy. He got infused with a lot of soy.
I don't know what happened to Hercules. So. That was very. I missed something.
That is out of character.
I don't know when Hercules turned into a wuss.
Yes, yeah. He's a wuss now.
Okay, next book.
I am done. I am done.
Okay, Red Room.
Whoa!
Yeah, no. Whoa. So
was this the first one you read?
No. Read yes.
Okay.
Because I missed a couple of them.
Yes, you did. Okay.
No, I have no. Now I'm not. I am a very worldly person. I have lots of worldly experience. I've seen lots of things. I'm not disturbed by violence. Mm-hmm. It doesn't bother me. Mm-hmm. This book is just over the top, too much for me.
Whoa!
Honestly, too much for me.
Too much.
I don't want to see, I don't want to see this much. It's not even violence. It's gore and psychologically disturbing stuff. I don't want to see that in my comics. If you guys want to, that's fine. I ain't mad at you. I ain't judging you. But this is literally it's like psychologically disturbing, twisted, like Faust times 10 type stuff in here. And if that's your thing, that's cool. It's not my thing. It's a skip it. I would not recommend this to a casual reader. I wouldn't recommend this to a hardcore reader. I would recommend this with a very strong word of caution. If you want to have nightmares at night, then read this book.
And I would also caution. I'm going to say it again later. If you're under the age of 18, do not read this. No.
Okay. I'm going to throw a couple of ones out here. This is a complete pile of garbage.
Whoa, I did not see that one.
Yeah, just like the other book she wrote, the Eros book. This book is it's nonsensical garbage written for...
Oh, that one.
This is written for 12 to 16-year-old girls. If you're a 12 to 16-year-old girl, pick it up. And you might like it, but it's I'm sorry, if you're a wannabe emo 12 to 16-year-old girl who the world just doesn't understand you, then you'll find a home in this book. It's just a pile of crap. I hate it. I hate this book. I hate all her stuff she's done. It's terrible. Keep in mind, I'm not a 12 to 16-year-old girl. Maybe that's why I don't like it. It's probably not written for me. That's cool. That's my opinion on it. Whatevs.
Sounds fair to me.
Oh, I got some more.
I avoided that like the plague. I did not. Yeah.
I'm just kind of done with Deadpool.
Likewise.
I mean,
absolutely. Yes.
Okay, he's campy, he's funny, he does silly stuff. I'm just over Deadpool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We need something. I don't know. He's the comic relief of the Marvel Universe. I get it. I read the first story. I read half the second story, and then I was mentally checked out. I just don't care. And all these black, white, and reds and black, white, and bloods.
It's getting old. It's getting old very fast.
Yeah, they're short little story anthologies. They're kind of throwaway stories. Mm-hmm. Just save your money on them, guys. I can't think of the last one. Even the Carnage ones. There were a couple of possible keys in the Carnage ones.
Yes, there was that one issue where it was like Randy,
it was really good.
Donnie,
Yeah, that was one issue was really good.
Yeah.
But the rest of these have all been Wolverine, black, white, and red, or black, white, and blood. Carnage, the black, white, and red. Even the DC ones, the Superman, red, white, and blue.
It's always been like one issue.
Yeah, like one issue. And they're all the rest are just kind of throwaway issues. Yeah. Save your money on this. Like buy this for your kid or something to read the Deadpool story. And the last one, did you read this?
I saw Mark Russell, and I avoided it like the plague. He is a guy I steer clear of.
Okay.
Yeah.
I maybe should have been warned. Comics don't really make me angry. I was angry after reading this book.
Oh, wow.
Like
that's how I felt. He wrote Fantastic Four Life Story, and I was angry after reading that. And I just, yeah.
He is trying to make some political commentary about the response to the Me Too movement, and I read his diatribe in the back of this book.
Oh God!
And I almost want to do, and I rarely want to do this. I try to steer clear of this stuff, but I adamantly disagree with his take on the male response to the Me Too movement. Basically, like not all men. So remember when the Me Too movement was happening, the girls were like, "We've been oppressed by men and male toxic masculinity," right? And then, the male response was basically like, "Not all men. Like not all men are like this. Like don't categorize us all together." And he's basically saying, "Yeah, the not all men response totally missed the mark. They didn't understand what they were saying." So he's like, "Not all robots." So that's what he's kind of saying is not all robots are instead of not all men, they're not all robots.
So are the robots sexual?
No. It's not about the sexual assault. Really, it's more about the toxic masculinity, right? About these people that are beholden to the men who are the patriarchs of the family. They make the money and they have the job, and these families are just like trapped by them. Like you don't understand how hard he works all day long, and you don't know what it's like. And the robots. I don't even want to talk about this book. This book is a pile of crap. It's a bunch of shit. Don't even read it. Don't give him your money. Don't pre-order it. Let him take.
That's gonna open a whole bag of cats with a long. We're not here for that.
I feel like we should. I want you to read this, and we need to talk about this book, like on a video. If I ever have time, it probably won't happen. But God, I hate this book. I hate it.
You, me, and Kyle, a bottle of bourbon, and just.
You don't want that. I will be canceled. You get me some drinks to me, and then get me to start talking about that kind of stuff, and then we'll be canceled. Comics Elite. Okay, so guys, thanks a lot. Hey. There you go.
So are we going to talk about this, or are we going to save it, or are you going to save it for another video? Or?
We're not going to talk about the issue.
Okay.
We both loved it.
Yes.
Did you like it?
Did you like it? I liked it.
Yes. I liked it. I loved it. We're probably going to do a preview issue of this. Mm-hmm. We're probably going to do a preview issue of, what's the other one we couldn't do?
This guy right here. Oh, no, not that one. No. Oh, there it is. Passive Aggressive.
Passive Aggressive. This has been delayed because not all stores got them yet. So this is officially released. Street Day is the 18th. This is a bad idea. Stay tuned for the next episode of our top 10 to get our take on some bad idea books. And so we'll probably do like a review of that also. We're trying to do more stuff with the channel, guys. It's so busy. We got MegaCon coming up, and then we're going right to PlanetCon.
Yes.
And we just did Terrificon, and we're planning for conventions, and we're still trying to run a comic book store. And it's just crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
it really is. And
we're here at 11 o'clock at night finishing up this video.
I want to try, because I did a short little video of me on the road before Ernie and I left. I want to try doing more of those for the channel, you know.
Yeah, like
from
the con.
Yes, from the con. I wanted to do more of those, but it gets...
We're so busy.
So busy. There's only 4 of you, or 3 of you, like 2 of you running around. It's a lot to do.
Yeah, if you guys saw the live videos we did at Comics Elite on Facebook, we do our live videos on Facebook. From the convention, we did a sale every single night.
Yes.
It was insanity. We have books signed. You got remarks from Legends. We got signatures from Legends, old, new.
Yes.
Stuff you just can't. I mean, it's incredible. And MegaCon's going to be even more mega.
Yes, absolutely.
Looking at the guest list, we're just going like,
yeah.
We'll have to rent 3 vans or something. All right, anyway. So, guys, thanks a lot. You know what to do, right? You know the drill.
Want me to say it? You can say it?
Well, first off,
Okay.
if you want to win some stuff, we're going to give away. I got to find something to give away. I'm ill-prepared. I'm ill-prepared. Here. I'm going to give away a Bounty Hunters mini trade and...
Ooh.
That
oversized?
The oversized black, white. We just talked shit about this, about how it's kind of a skip it. But here you go. If you want to win this one, don't got to pay for it. It's the oversized black, white, and blood. $30 cover price. Yeah. It's the big one. Here's the normal size. There's the big puppy. The big gigantor one. So anyway, there you go. If you want to win this, all you got to do is... like the video, comment your like number, be subscribed to the channel so you get the notification. We owe you guys a giveaway video. We should probably try to bust one out this week.
Yes, we should, yeah.
Before we hit MegaCon next week.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got to do a catch-up giveaway video. So, you guys are the best. Buy what you like.
We love you a long time.
Collect what you want. Don't listen to the haters. And we'll see you very soon.